All right. Hey, kindergarten, welcome to today's math video. Before we get started, I just want to go over your worksheets, especially for reading and writing, because I didn't get a chance to at the end of the reading video. So for today's reading, you're going to have the OT decodable reader. Remember, these are just like what we would use in class. All you have to do is fold them in half in a little book like this. So you'll go through and read, sound it out. Remember, these books aren't really meant to be made, like make sense. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. So remember, yeah, they don't need to make sense. You're just practicing reading the words. And then when you're done, I want you to write your words just one more time. So that's your first thing. And then you will have a letter G worksheet that looks like this. All you're going to do is practice writing your uppercase G, then your lowercase g, and then you're going to look at these pictures and sound them out. If you have trouble with coming up with what the pictures are, just email me and I can send them to you. But yeah, so you have this worksheet, and then you will also have a writing worksheet. Okay, so the prompt is, I like to read, and then you're going to use these pictures and phrases down here to finish your sentence. So you pick one of these, finish your sentence, and then draw a picture that matches your sentence. Make sure that you're taking a look at this checklist, so making sure that you have your capital letter at the beginning of your sentence, so you'll have to add that in, and make sure that's your uppercase letter. And then you're going to use your finger spaces in between your words, because remember, if your words are super squeezed together, then you can't really read your sentence. So make sure that you're using your finger spaces. And then if you come to a word that you don't know how to spell, make sure that you're sounding out your words, okay? And then using your punctuation. So our punctuation can be a period, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. Remember, we use our exclamation marks if we want our sentence to sound exciting. And then your last box is to draw a picture. So that's what you do for this worksheet. Okay, now we'll go ahead and jump right into our math lesson. Today we're gonna it's gonna be super quick. We're just gonna take a look at this number line. So I don't know if you remember kindergarten, but maybe like a couple months into school, I used tape and I made one of these on our floor, and we jumped from number to number when we were learning our addition. Now, if you take a look at this number line, it's missing a few numbers. So I'm going to start at my 0, and it's going to end with 10. So we're only going to look at numbers 0 through 10. Okay. So let's start at the number 5. Can you think what number comes after 5? So there's a couple ways that you can figure this out. Now, some of you are just know in your brain the number that comes right after 5, and that's perfect. I'm so glad that you can do that. But if you're having trouble thinking of the number 5, what you can do is start in your brain at 1 and count the checks. So 1, what comes after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're at your next check, the one that comes after 5. So if you said 6, then you would be correct. 6 comes after 5. All right, now let's jump to 3. Now I want to fill in this check mark right here, okay? So this is the number that comes before 3. Now, go ahead and see if you can figure it out. Now, if you can't, and if you're having trouble, remember, just go back to your check and start at 1. So 1, what comes after 1? We get 2. So I'm going to go ahead and write a 2. Okay? All right. So now let's jump to 3. I want to figure out what comes after 3. All right. So let's start back here at 1. 1, 2, 3, and we get 4. All right, let's keep going and seeing if we're missing any numbers, okay? 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I have a missing number. What comes after 7? We get 8. Okay, so there is our completed number line. Okay, so today's worksheet is really going to focus on numbers that come before and after. Now, if you have trouble with this, you can draw a number line on the back of your paper. Okay, oh, please. On the back of your paper to help you count your checks, or you can just count in your brain. But this is what the worksheet looks like. This is what the worksheet looks like. And what you're going to do is you have your number in the middle, and in the first cloud, I want the number that comes before. So in this case, it'll be before 11. So now I know that the number, here, we'll do this. I don't know if y'all can see that. So I know that the number that comes before 11 is going to be 10. Okay, but I also have to fill in this cloud right here. So think 10, 11, what comes next is 12. Okay, let's go ahead and jump over to this one right here. We'll do one more together and then you can finish on your own. So the number that's inside this rainbow is 14. So think of the number that comes before 14. If you have to, start with the number 10. 10, 11, 12. What comes next? 13. Then we've got 14. What comes next? We get 15. Okay? So that's what you're doing with this math worksheet, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm around. But that is it for math. But like I said, if you need help with your numbers and figuring out what comes before, draw a quick number line that looks like this, okay? And start at 10, okay? Okay, and you should be able to go to 19 or 20, okay? And then all you have to do is fill in 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so mine only goes to 19 and you can't really see it. It's kind of sloppy. But this way you can see what numbers come before and after, okay? All right, kindergarten. Well, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow.